Hello there, how's it going? Actually, today I have a question for you. Why do you think so many learners, English learners, think in their heads, translate in their heads while speaking? So, today I'm going to have a lesson in about 10 minutes with one of my online students. And in that lesson, I'm going to talk about it with the student, and we're going to find the reasons and the possible answers. Then you will see how easily you can get rid of it. I don't want to say it's too easy. No one said it's too easy, but uh, there are some ways. By some practicing, daily practicing, you will learn how to get rid of it. Stay with me. See you in the next 10 minutes. Hi, can you hear me well? Great. So let me ask you a question. Why do you think people
Yes,
translate
teacher.
in their heads when speaking English? Good.
Because we
Vocabulary is
don't
part of
know
it,
enough
but
words.
let's hear
But
another idea. Can you tell me another?
because
Exactly, that
it's
makes
easier
sense.
to
It
think in
feel
my own
it feels
language first.
easier, but actually translation slows you down. Your brain has to do double work. First in your own language, then in English. And that's what we're going to fix today. Here's a common example learners make. They say, I'm understanding instead of I understand, or I'm wanting instead of I want. Yes, that's exactly what happens when you
Hmm.
translate word
I
by
am
word.
wanting water.
Uh-huh, in your head. English has its own way of expressing ideas. Our goal is to train your brain to think directly in English patterns. So now let's talk about all the ways you can train your brain to stop translating. I'll give you examples and exercise that you can start right away. So let's get started. First thing first is to speak and think in simple sentences. For example, instead of saying I'm wanting to drink some water, just say I want water. You know, easy peasy. Practice small phrases. I like coffee. I'm tired. It's cold today. It's hot today. I'm hungry. These small phrases. Talk to yourself when you're walking, when you're sleeping, even before going to sleep. You can practice them. Try this now, for example. Say five things about your day in English. Don't translate, just think and say. Name things around you in English. This is another way. For example, this is a mouse, right? Close your eyes and say it's a mouse. It's a mug, right? Mug. Instead of thinking in your language, think, just close your eyes, just say it. Or other things. For example, laptop. This is a laptop. That one is my phone. Phone, pens, doors, table, I don't know, TV, blah, blah. There are lots of things around you, right? Describe actions too. I'm sitting, I'm trying, I'm listening. For example, you're listening to me right now. I'm talking to you right now, right? So then you will see how it works. Pick a room and describe 10 things in English. Go to one of your rooms in your house and describe the things without thinking in your native language. For example, the mug is white, the desk is black, for example, the mouse is pink, right? Describe more things. The room is big, the room is small, like this. The room is hot, cold. You can use other things at the same time. I believe reading is so important. Reading short articles, stories, or even social media posts. For example, go on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and the other social media platforms and try to read some posts in English. At the same time, do not translate word by word. Try to understand the meaning in English first. Without translation, word as I told you, without translation or without translating word by word. For example, read. The cat is sleeping on the chair. I am sitting on this chair, for example. The cat is sleeping on the chair. Visualize it, imagine it, for example, in English, rather than translation, or rather than translating. Like the book, or this is a notebook, as you see. This notebook is on the desk. Writing is another great way to help you stop translating in your head. Keep a journal, write like a notebook like this. Write 3 to 5 sentences about your day in English, like writing your memories. For example, focus on expressing ideas, not translating. Sorry. I need to drink some water. For example, today I woke up late. Wake up, the past tense of wake up is like woke up. Easily change it. Today I woke up late. I had breakfast. Have breakfast. Have here means eat. And then the past tense of have is had. Easily. I had breakfast. I study English. Then the past tense of study is studied. Right? Change Y to I and then ed. I studied English. I will write them down here. Then you can see. Yes, you can see now. So, and another mini exercise is write one paragraph about your morning. Don't worry about mistakes. Fluency first. Fluency, it means, if you ask me what fluency means, it's like smoothly speaking, like your own language, without thinking. Doesn't matter you make mistakes or not, whether you make mistakes or not. It is important to speak, not to think. Thinking will stop you, right? Listening. Listening is so important. You will improve your listening at the same time, and then the more you listen, the better you speak. By practicing, of course. Without practicing, no. Listen to podcasts, songs, YouTube videos, or in English. For example, listen to a 2-minute podcast. Like try to repeat the sentences aloud. When you listen, pause, and then repeat the sentences aloud. When I say pause, it's like pause to repeat, not pause to translate. Don't translate. Just repeat what you hear in English, trying to feel the structure naturally. It's like feel it. It's like your own language. For example, when you were little, your mom started talking to you, and then you started making mistakes to make sentences, and then day by day, gradually, like slowly, somehow, gradually, you started to speak. You made mistakes, of course. Everyone actually makes mistakes. It's not important. For example, there's an exercise here. I will tell you. Pick a short podcast or video, pause, and repeat 5 sentences exactly in English. I told you When I say pause, I don't mean to translate. Please do not translate, okay? Thumbs up. Speaking and conversation. It's like when you learn how to speak, you need someone to talk to. Even you can talk to yourself. Generally, I talk to myself. Don't tell anyone. So, talk with teachers, friends, or even record yourself. Like you can record yourself on your phone. My phone is there, but this is the case of my phone. You can, for example, record yourself, then listen to yourself. When you listen to yourself, you see, you will hear the mistakes, The next time, automatically you will fix it. That's so important. For example, describe your breakfast. I ate eggs, I drank tea, and I was tired sitting there, and it was delicious. For example, the food I ate was delicious. For example, take time, like 1 minute, describing uh, your morning routine without translating. Play it back and notice mistakes. As I told you, like you can listen to it again, and then you will notice your mistakes, of course. Day by day, do this. Do it enjoyably. Do not do it it's it's something hard to. It's like is To be honest, do not look at it as a homework. The nature of homework is boring, like tiring. Make it enjoyable. When you see you're tired, just stop it. Do something else. Focus on fluency. I told you, fluency, it means smoothly speak, like your own language. Sometimes we make mistakes in our own languages. No problem, we can make mistakes. Mistakes are normal. They show learning. It means when you make mistakes, it means you are learning. But when you don't make mistakes, it means you haven't practiced. That's so important. This one. For example, imagine you say, "I go yesterday," instead of stopping to change it to went. Just continue. You know, I go yesterday and then I play football. Instead of saying played, just speak. You know, focus on communicating ideas. This is like smoothly speaking, as I told you. Fluency is so important. Grammar will improve naturally over time. Any question here? If you have any questions, you can ask me. So this is a habit, and then you should do it every day. I'm talking to both at the same time. Here, the habit of building fluency first. Mistakes are okay. You can make mistakes. So let's recap. Speak simple sentences. Number one, name objects and actions in English. I told you, mug, mouse, I don't know, the other things, whatever you see around yourself. The desk, laptop, another laptop actually. Uh, my phone there. Fingers, you know. So, read, write, listen, and speak daily. Even you can speak to yourself, or even you can speak to your pillow. Imagine you want to go to sleep, and then you say, "Hi, pillow, I'm going to put my head on you." Then it's okay. You can make these sentences, no problem. So, focus on fluency, not perfection. Not perfection, please. Do not try to be perfectionist. Make mistakes. The more mistakes means you're improving. Practice mini exercises every day. as I wrote it here, you can everyday exercise and then practice simple sentences. For example, like I'm tired. For example, this morning I had this. For example, I will have a lesson with someone, like these sentences. So I'm going to talk to you at the same time. Please give me a second. After years of teaching, I realized these ways are so important. Fluency, fluency is so important. Listening, reading, these two skills are so important. Then the more you listen, practice, repeat the sentences, the more you speak better. Saying things in your own language is not important. Close your eyes and say the names of whatever you see around you or around you everywhere. Just say them in English. If you don't know, just look into a dictionary. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope you use these ways to speak a lot better. Take good care of yourself. See you later. Bye.